Hello everyone, welcome back to some more of Virtue's Last Reward. Last time we've been through a bunch of different things here. I guess first off we continued beyond the point where we saved Alice playing the AB game, where, let's see, if I remember correctly, we allied the first time, but while playing we found apparently when we saved Alice, we got slashed by the scalpel she was holding in the hand. And that hand is now emitting a white liquid of some kind. We decided to put that to shelf as we do the AB game, of course. And, of course, I think Luna notices, and we talk to her a short while before another story lock takes place. Which is, of course, the same one as in this route. So, I guess when we find out who plants the bombs, it'll unlock for both, I suppose. Anyways, the other side was, of course, the game over. So, we're going to continue forward in this route, where we actually allied with Alice this time, who actually picked Betray this time around. And so, we go off with 1 BP through the Botanical Garden. And I think that's everything. So, I guess with that being said, let's unlock the door. And continue forward. Looking at the flowchart, I imagine there's going to be one more AB game, though, after a few scenes, huh? Alright. Yeah, a few probably 1 or 2 scenes, and then another AB game, which I guess the Betray route decides everything? Interesting. So we might actually get an ending in this episode. Sorry about that. Let's move forward. No sooner had we stepped out of the garden than I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. Huh. They left out at the same place. That's good. Whoa. What are you guys doing here?
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Map? Oh, right. I dug the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us.
You 3 came in through the blue door, right? And which
Yeah.
room did you go into?
This fan-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden. Does B not stand for botanical? Like,
Bee garden?
it's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see it yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
Okay. Right, and we exited through that upper door there and near the dome. So we literally just went to the same room. And we're gonna have to, I guess everyone's gonna discover the warehouse together, huh? Looking at the map. We meet up right here.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited.
Actually, wait a sec. That raises a question. Why is the treatment center on a whole different floor than the infirmary, now that I think about it? Like, if someone gets injured, I guess you can go to the infirmary, but wouldn't you put the treatment center next to it instead of a whole nother floor? Well, I mean, to be fair, the treatment center is literally just has these pods you go into. If I remember correctly. Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center. Yeah, all it has is just the pods, I think, so I guess that makes sense, but it just feels really weird. Like, it should either be combined or at least right next to or nearby the infirmary. What are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Whoa, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey! You want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Funny with what happened before.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait. Did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time?
Yeah?
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people?
You mean 3 of us were? We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9.
What?
It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Clover, huh?
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
You okay, Tenmyoji?
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually simply became Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous? The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
But why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. Back here again. I wonder if this is the last time we'll quote-unquote discover this place. This is...
Like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
Hey, look.
3 more doors.
They're all glowing white. You think?
Yep, these are probably the next ones. These might be the next set of chromatic doors.
I'd bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors. So the next set of doors are... white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Right. Let's head back to floor A. Alright, back to floor A we... Oh. I wonder why they show this. Seriously, do I not just cut back or something like that? Well, my guess is maybe because this might be some people's first, this might be some people's first time playing. Whatever. I'll pause the recording until we actually get there. Alright, back to the floor A warehouse. It's annoying having to sit through a couple seconds without even having to skip it or whatever. Well, without being able to skip it or whatever.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
You finally returned. I was beginning to get anxious.
Did something happen?
Yes, it's Quark, you see. He
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kei aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him. Okay, I wonder if Alice is gonna get hit in this timeline too.
Quark, come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. They're...
Oh, this is a skip. See, I was about to say some of this dialogue looks familiar, but oh well. What was it here? All right, we looked through the rooms. No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park, lots and lots of vegetation and such, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
What? No, that's a lie. Because when we visited the laboratory before, yeah, it was over here. What was it? Dio found Accelavir. And yeah, Dio found Accelavir and was used as a bargaining chip, basically. Wait, but then he was with us this time, right? So why didn't he... I guess he wouldn't have stolen it. Huh. Alright.
Oh god.
So I guess someone lied. Either Kay or Clover has the Accelavir.
He's going to... Oh god, no.
Because if they open the safe in the laboratory, one of them has to have had it. Look, just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't there?
No, there was no... You went... The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
Okay, sorry, I'm just checking to see if there's any skippable dialogue here. Treatment pods? That's it! If we put Quark in one of those pods... For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
This again.
Oh.
Okay. I guess, I'll turn back on the recording when there's something new. Okay, I'm in the middle of skipping again. Right, okay, I'm in the middle of skipping again. I meant to do this like a couple seconds earlier. Same thing happened with Quark. Quark went berserk, and we had to knock him out. But then Alice did the same thing. So I guess we're gonna be looking for her now. I was actually wondering this a little bit earlier, if this would happen. Now, in the previous thing, there was a lock here, trying to find where she went. So I wonder if there's a similar one here. No one here, huh? Where did she go? Complaining wasn't gonna help anything. I need to go look somewhere else. Oh. Right, because she could be either in the crew quarters or in the botanical garden. At the botanical garden's where we found her the first time, I think, right? With Phi. Alright, where are we? What? Are we going the long way? Why are we going to the treatment center? Why would she be in here? Shoot. Nothing in the treatment center either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If we hadn't stopped Quark... I need to hurry. I headed to the garden next. The garden's right next door. Why even have... Alright. Okay, let's see if we get the same type of thing here. I can't skip it, so there should be a newer scene. Alright. I'd only gone a few steps through the grass when I stopped short. Same deal.
There you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Oh. Okay, I guess something's new about this. Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's, alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right. Alright. Alice was lighter than I expected, and fine, I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot. What the? See, now they could do it! Now they could just cut to the infirmary instead of having to make us sit through the whole walk experience.
All right, please pay attention. You need to hear this.
Alright, what's different here?
Has finished.
What did it say?
Let me guess.
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Okay. On our way back, Phi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelavir.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelavir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over the Quark and lifted his small, unconscious body off the bed. Alright, Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and picked it up. Oh, Quark had it. Is this Medicine?
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's his name on the label here. Excelivir.
Excelivir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Whoa, that's good.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Ah, here it is.
What about Alice?
A
Does
choice.
it really matter if she goes first or not?
Of course it does. Because
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person. The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun, and the way it functions. It uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
while we all stood stunned, Phi moved. Stepping over the court, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes and stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the heck is this? There's no way we're only gonna save one of them.
Then what are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're gonna save them both.
How?
That's, I need to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there. I knew it. Immunoglobulin. IG. Immunoglobulin. Is this a lock? It is. But for what information?
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
Okay. IG replicator? Oh, that's from here. No, is this here? No, it's from here. When we look at the laboratory, the IG replicator, immunoglobulin replicator. Oh!
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows?
Immunoglobulin. We might be able to clone the Excelivir.
Ice cream by the gallon?
That's it! I've got it! The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine.
What?
It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelivir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelivir.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah, we never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it when I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
No. Dio was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about that IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelivir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Alright then, let's go. Alright. How far are we? Only 25 minutes, huh? Yeah, only 25 minutes? I started this, what, 30 minutes ago? So I guess, what, a 5-minute difference? Probably makes sense with all the walking animations that had to occur. Seriously, this game is, like, rather long. I wouldn't be surprised if like, maybe a quarter of it's literally just these, animations where you're just walking from place to place. Though it really does bug me why they couldn't just cut over to the laboratory, but whatever. Because they proved they could do it.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So this can copy the Accelavir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lower the small vial of Accelavir into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Accelavir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right. And pressed. Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
How? It was empty.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was.
How?
It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
All right, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. Ah, crud.
What happened?
Sorry, my hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah, just one though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it had been broken, we could have just made another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, Fi spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break!
No, the vial's fine. See?
That's the original. She held it up in one hand but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
She slid back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. Oh! Whew, I was wondering where it was. Okay, here's where the number 2 one was. Good.
Whoa. Really? That makes 2 then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Okay, good. This is good, because we know the locations of a few different bombs. We know one of them is in the crew. We know bomb 1 is in the crew quarters. No, we know bomb 3 is in the crew quarters. We know bomb 1 is in the botanical gardens. We know bomb 2 is in the laboratory. But I think Dio mentioned, yeah, bomb number 0. We don't know where that is, huh?
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
The blame would fall on me, because I see, yeah, the blame would fall on Sigma, because how would he know, they realized he probably went through the laboratory here to find the replicator in the first place. We were out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, You have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane. Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
Tenmyuji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
I turned to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb?
Maybe.
There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Huh. Shoot. No dice. We need to plug it in something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything in here.
So what do we do?
Come on, if I knew, I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Great.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True.
True, but
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. So we'll head back to the infirmary, give them the Excelsior, and head to the Florhay warehouse.
Right.
Alright. Yeah, see,
This ought
again,
to do it.
they just cut right there. Like, you couldn't do that for a bunch of other places? Like,
It might take a little while, but they should recover.
her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelsior. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated,
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
Right.
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back. Let me guess, 5 minutes left?
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
No. Come on, let's go. The Florhay warehouse is waiting. To the Florhay warehouse we go. Exactly. Why? The warehouse was literally right here. Why do we have to have a transition scene of them just walking like a couple feet? Last like 3 seconds. You couldn't have just deleted that and not wasted it? Huh? Where's Tenmyuji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us, and this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
I wonder how that's gonna go. One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose ally.
Right.
You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick ally,
It forces Fi to pick ally as well.
Fi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
Oh. This will be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to ally, and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Pretty much.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but
I know. You would like us both to vote ally, yes?
yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points.
True.
We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now.
Indeed. Shall we?
DOK, Fi, and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went to 3, K went to 4, Fi and Clover went to rooms 5 and 6, which leaves Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we head into AB room number 1. Alright. Well, I guess we're going up against Alice? I don't remember who we're
30
teaming up with.
seconds.
Okay, yeah, we're...
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary.
Yeah.
So,
You're saying we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that anyway.
yes.
I know. It's not really fair to betray someone who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. But the more length goes on the betray path. So then... Huh. Okay, I wonder what happens here to give it a bad ending. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the notary game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds. 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4...
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess so. I mean, we don't really have much reason other than to pick betray. Plus, I mean, I want to see what the twist is here,
Round
because they
2
want us to
of
pick
the
allies.
Ambidex
So
game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
all right. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Sorry, I had to step out to do something for a second. All right, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got.
Please.
2. All right. Betray, 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 betray. Wait, what? Why did everyone... What? 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 Okay, first off, it'll be Kay versus Clover. Both of them said they're gonna ally. Why did they both betray? One, two. I guess why did I figured Dio would just not betray, would automatically betray someone, and I guess Fi would guess that. So I guess that's fair. How did Alice betray? She's supposed to be asleep.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What, did she just wake up and had, when there was 1 minute left, made a mad dash to the open AB room or something? Like, what? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. That's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. Oh. Yeah, right then and there. I'm not gonna read this because I don't feel like I don't like stuff like this.
Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read any of this. Everything was blurry. The door to the second one was open. An apparition that couldn't be real. She did wake back up. Why? Matter of fact, why would her first thing to do be pick betray? Running at the last moment, but even if she had, yeah, why would you just choose betray? Alright, 41 minutes in, we're gonna do this. We're gonna run this back again, because I don't understand why she would just pick betray. Like, whatever. Let's quickly save our game here. You know, I wonder how many people actually got this ending first. Well, no, not many actually. Now that I think about it, because you'd have the cyan door. You would go down this route, but you'd be stopped here, which means you'd have to take down this route for it. Whatever. Let's skip through all this good dialogue and hit betray this time, because we already know she more than likely walked in and just randomly hit betray. I don't know why. Why did they make us wait through this part? They want us to have dramatic tension even when we're skipping text? Like, whatever. Alright, let's see what we got. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting.
They are voting.
I thought...
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even if I didn't understand why I'd picked betray instead. I had felt almost unconscious. Like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my fingers to the betray button against my will. Right. Well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Alright. What do we got here? Betray. Good. Whew. And so, nothing changes.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What? It wasn't possible, yada yada yada. No, how can Alice's vote be betray? Pen over, and there she is. Alice! She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Confusion? No. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it, coward?
Me, a coward? You got some balls saying that to me after you picked Betray. Why are you even here?
Well, you gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people.
What?
A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
Yeah?
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of self-defense. Ugh. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked Ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Fi and Dio, huh?
Yes. If Dio had chosen Ally, Fi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen Ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen Ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we never managed to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution. Sorry.
Dio.
Well, in that case...
It too, Fi?
Yeah. So...
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here. Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No,
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something, right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed throughout the warehouse. That's it.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Okay, that's the Star Round.
Many
Yes,
times
as
we
long
want,
as we
huh?
have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over too.
In other words, picking anything other than ally is a waste of time.
Sigma, could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Right. Alright, let's see which we are. A cyan pair. And Luna is...
I'm a magenta pair.
Alright. I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
Well, we've got about... an hour and 21 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anyone else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me. But everyone chose betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Cork the Accelavir. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted the bombs, then everyone else will work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh?
That's right! The memory card! I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out toward her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then,
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
huh. Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running to Alice, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Pork was there as well, of course, but he was just as we'd left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained how the second bomb in the memory card... I explained the two, and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes we could discover the contents of the latter.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Go ahead.
Right. Alright, let's see what's on this bad boy. Just as Luna said, there was a small slot under the screen, exact right size to fit a card. On here we got... random letters! Great. What is this?
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the same message over and over and over again?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
C, Q, U, J, and Tion. Huh. Is it one of those things where like you have to like... You had to like pick out certain letters? Like you would get a piece of paper, hold it up to it, and it make a message, maybe?
Was there anything else on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we get is this gibberish? Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Myrmidons, that's how it's pronounced. That was Myrmidons, okay. Myrmidons. For some reason, I felt like I'd heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb?
It was said by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Wow. I have got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does this thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the heck are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the heck kind of job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic! Of course I'm not-
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just, please, tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then tell us about the Myrmidons. Is that how it's pronounced? What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she'd leapt up and run out of the room. Hey, wait! Alice! I took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover? You already
Clover?
know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters? Or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anyone else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. Yeah, Alice, really? In this kind of situation? We walked down the path where it ended next to the pond. Okay, I think Alice's story is rather long, so I think I'm gonna end things here. So I guess, I hate leaving things on cliffhangers, but, we're already, like, basically, we have a lot of stuff to cover, and I think this is probably good as probably as best the point of any right now to stop. So, I guess we did a lot. We found Alice. Well, we went through the events of everything again. Same as before. Quark got sick. Alice got sick. Both collapsed and went unconscious. But we found the Accelavir, cloned it, and saved both of them. Of course, not good things happened after that. But we found, I guess apparently that we found out what the memory card reader on the in the infirmary is used for, and we got a code. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like we have the key to crack it. Or do we? Well, whatever. Anyways, and so Alice runs off, and we get to hear, I guess, her whole side of things. So, I guess with that being said, next time we're going to see what Alice and Sigma talk about, and, yeah. So I guess with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.